if they burned in a furnace.
Now, I could be brass or gold in color, correct? But if you take me, a light-skinned brother, and you burn me in the furnace, what color am I going to be? You ain't never burnt no chicken? There you go.
That's
there
right.
You go.
That's right.
I'm going to look like y'all. I'm going to be dark. Right? So Christ, so again, back to the image that we have, does this get an X or does it get a check mark? This gets an X. This gets a check mark, correct? Christ was a dark-complected man.
That's right.
Christ was a dark-complected man from the tribe of Judah, teaching his people. Correct? So he was teaching his people. If he was teaching his people who look like him, my question to you is, what's your race? You and your daughter. What's your nationality? Black. Okay? Now, that's what they taught you. But that's incorrect. Okay? Because black is a color in the crayon box.
That's right.
Okay? Now, that flyer that you have, you got that flyer? Where's that flyer at? Go to the second page on that flyer. I'm going to read a passage to you and show you from the Bible who you are. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter
second
28.
Second page at the top. Second page at the top. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee.
And thee, that's talking about the children of Israel. The Lord shall bring the children of Israel. Read.
Into Egypt again.
Now that word Egypt, come on under here so you don't get wet. That word Egypt means slavery. It means bondage. It means captivity. All right? Read from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So it says that the Lord is going to take the children of Israel into slavery, Egypt, bondage, captivity, again with ships. Historically speaking, what race of people went into slavery on slave cargo ships? Our ancestors, right? And 100 years before that was Native Americans.
That's right.
Did the Chinese go into slavery on slave cargo ships? What about the Japanese? What about the Arabs? What about the Caucasian people, the white people? No. That thing only happened to us and Native Americans. Proving we are the people of the book.
That's right.
We descended from the very people that fit this curse. Right? Those people, those ancestors, they went into slavery. We descended from those men and women. So who are we then? If they were Israelites who went into slavery, but we descended from them, who and what are we? Down in the bottom of that flyer. Down on the bottom of that flyer. Let me have one of those flyers real quick. Read that bottom, what dictionary.com says. Entry number 1.
Israelite, a descendant of Jacob.
I'm at the bottom of the page. The second page. Bottom of the second page. At the bottom. You see it? Read again.
A descendant of Jacob, especially a member of the Hebrew people.
So, those folks that went into slavery, they descended from Jacob. So, they descended from Jacob. We descended from those people. That means we also descended from Jacob. Right? Which means that we are what? Who are we? What's our nationality? Do you know? You do know. You do know. Finish it out. Finish it out. From the top.
A descendant of Jacob. Sorry. Israelite.
Israelite.
A descendant of Jacob. Especially a member of the Hebrew people.
We are Israelites.
That's right.
We are Israelites. You an Israelite.
Not black.
You an Israelite. That's right.
Black
is a color in the crayon box. That's not who you are. You're not African American. Because if you say you're African American, you know what you're saying? That you descended from 2 Caucasian men.
That's right.
Is that possible for any of us to have descended from 2 Caucasian men? That's not possible. Leo Scipius Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci. It's impossible, right? So we come out to show our people who you are, right? Now, but there's a requirement. It's one thing to know who you are, but now you got to know, okay, what do I do with this information, Brother Michael? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, and verse 12. And now, Israel.
Because now you know that you and your daughter, you're in Israel. You're an Israelite. Not Israeli, not to be confused with Israeli. Those folks that are over there in Israel, who went over there in 1948, those folks are called Israelis. We are called Israelites. You are called an Israelite.
That's right.
The Bible is speaking to Israelites.
That's right.
Read.
And now, Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee?
No, there's a requirement of you and your daughter and of us. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
The Bible says we got to fear God. Read.
To walk in all his ways.
You got to walk in all his ways. Read.
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
Read.
And with all thy soul.
Read.
To keep the commandments.
Read what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes.
The Bible says we got to keep the commandments and his statutes.
That's right.
We got to keep the commandments and his statutes. Would you say you love God? Okay. And I don't know no one, well, most people would probably say that they love God. Your daughter would probably say that she loves God, correct? So now, the Bible just told us that we got to keep the commandments and the statutes, correct? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
The Bible says that a woman is not supposed to wear men clothing. And men are not supposed to wear women clothing. Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
The Bible says that all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God. So here's the question. What is a man's clothing? What is woman's clothing? I'm asking you. Say that again. All praises. That is correct. So a skirt, a dress, right? So if a dress is a woman's clothing, what's man's clothing? Pants, right? So should women wear pants? No. The Bible says that a woman should not wear. Read it again from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
The woman or the little girl should not wear that which pertaineth unto a boy, such as shorts, such as pants. Right? Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Read.
For all that do so are an abomination.
The Bible says all that do so is an abomination. Now the question is, what does the Bible mean when it says abomination? What does the Bible mean when it says an abomination? Give me Sirach 15:13. Bring it over here. Sirach 15:13. So we can see what that word abomination means.